kick off tonight by introducing you all to my two little boys. So I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old now. Their names are Jack and Owen, and they are super cute, guys. You get 5 minutes to look at them on the screen because that's all you're really getting from me. There's no charts. It's just pictures of my kids. But they are a handful. They are a handful. And I started noticing they really became a handful when my tiny one turned 1. That was about when it just kind of devolved into sheer chaos, because that was when the mine, no, it's mine, like the toys, everything was everybody's at every point in time. That started the hitting and pushing and hair pulling and hip checking, like it just never stopped. And I felt like I was like a referee to two WWE wrestlers. Like that's just what it felt like in my house all the time. And it was driving me batshit crazy. Crazy. They were making me crazy. So, like any good millennial parent, I get online and I start Googling and looking at Pinterest and Instagram, anything that I could find to set, like, what do I do? How do I talk to my kids? Like, how do I make them stop acting like feral animals? Because they're making me crazy when they're acting like this. Well, so for all the mature parents in the room, I now realize that there's nothing you can do. They're just going to act like animals. The best you can hope for is to just tame the animals. So in my quest to figure out how to, tame these wild beasts, I came across this book. So it was called Siblings Without Rivalry. Great book. If there's anybody in the audience with young kids, highly recommend it. But there was a concept in there that really stood out to me, and it was the concept of equal is less. So what that really meant was, as parents, we get really tunnel visioned if we have multiple kids, right? And trying to be equal in every way, every possible way for these kids. You don't want them to feel like one is loved more than the other. That's the last thing you would want as a parent. But if we're doing that with our kids, we might be doing them a bit of a disservice, because what they really need is to be loved and appreciated uniquely, not equally. And that really stuck with me, because what I do for a living, I sell a supplemental medical plan that can be carved out by class. So I'm constantly talking to HR individuals, people like Dean, insurance brokers, C-suite individuals about this idea of carving out benefits by class. And it always comes up, well, can we do that? Is that equitable? Is that equal? Like, it feels really icky. But my point and my thoughts are, yes, we have to be able to do that. Like, equal is critically important. We can't get away from that. It's essential, but it's only part of the puzzle. The other part of the puzzle is fair. And I think we already passed the slide, but that's okay. We're going to define equal and fair in this context. And this isn't Webster's definition, this is mine. So equal in this speech is everybody getting the same thing. Oh, there we go. And fair is everybody getting what they uniquely need and being rewarded uniquely for their own special talents. Because it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Like what we do for our kids, we really need to be doing for our employees too. My kids need things equally. I got to count out exactly the same amount of goldfish for both of them, or they're going to lose their mind. I got to count out the monster trucks and the police cars. Like, everything's got to be equal, but they also need me to be fair, and they need to know that I'm present in a unique way for them. When it's their birthday, it's their own special day. When they had a bad day at school, they need to know that mommy's going to be there for them in their own time. Same thing with our employees. We need to figure out a way to not only be equal to them and provide benefits in an equal way, but to also be fair. And it's got to be something besides just compensation, because that's all everybody thinks about. All right, somebody told me the other day, I'm going to throw out a t-shirt for anybody that gets this, but when all you have is a hammer, does anybody know the rest of it?
Everything looks like a nail.
Everything looks like a nail. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. When all we have is compensation, that's all we know how to reward people with. But benefits can be the same way. So why aren't we looking at more PTO for people that have been at the organization for longer? Why aren't we looking at, how about nurses are at high risk for burnout and stress? Attorneys, super high risk for substance abuse. Let's look at those people and give them what they uniquely need. Enhance their mental health benefits. I don't don't care if it's something like what I sell, whether it's a carve-out medical benefit, which you just heard a whole bunch of people tell you why we need supplemental medical. That's incredible. Or if it's just better PTO days and more flexible work from home. But find those people, find the people that need it, find the people that need to be rewarded, the ones that I guarantee you, sorry, I know I'm running out of time here, but the 10 to 20% that are driving your business, those are the ones that you want to take care of and you want to appreciate in a unique way. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Thank you.